It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Well, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
On the jump. Ready?
The drive begins with a carry by Krosky-Merritt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Ready? Rocco 80.
They'll run here with a rookie. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Look at this Cowboy defense. This crew gets the pass. It's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom. In the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
18 Rattler.
And they go play action. Daniels on the RPO. He'll keep it himself. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Alert! Alert! Let's go! Cougar 19! Ready, right?
Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Cup 19.
Daniels looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
That's good.
A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80. Come on. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. You're in the spin.
Now Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
A run inside, Krosky Merritt. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
He was brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk.
To throw is Daniels. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to come here. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead.
The score, Commanders 7, Cowboys nothing.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. picks up the football. It's loose. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Tag! 70 Lions!
On first down, it's Krosky-Merritt. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
He was taken down at the
On the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll change things up. To the air goes Daniels. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Commanders 14, Cowboys nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
They're on the 31-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Prescott going to change the play. 2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Here's Krosky-Merritt to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. Daniels slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Daniels. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Cowboys are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Here's a give, left side, Blue with it. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Then we're going to 53. Here we go, 47. Here we go, kill. 26.
Here's Prescott. The quick slant caught. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage, when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
Blue is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
The kick is good.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now Daniel's going to keep it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Go.
They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Well, they'll shift things around. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Daniels pass. Complete to number 2. Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
18 Rattler. Ready.
Back to throw again. Now Daniel's going to keep it. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Washington. 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Cowboys 7.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Short throw, he's got Kraft.
Complete to Tucker.
Just 3 yards on the catch there, couldn't get away. And then we'll bring up second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
And the Cowboys first down. A gain of 30. And the Cowboy first down.
54 goal, 54 goal, 54 line. Here we go 46. Here we go 47. 26.
And again, it's Prescott. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Jacob.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, kill. Then we're going to 53.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
47. Here we go, kill. Here we go 40.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is indeed good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They start the drive with a give to Blue. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
54, go to 54. Here we go, 46.
Prescott now. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf, 70 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 21-17.
Commanders 21, Cowboys 17. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
2nd and 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing now is Daniels. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Commanders add 6 to their lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed.
Commanders 28, Cowboys 17.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And 9.
Hey, count. Then we're going to 53.
Throwing, Prescott. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Prescott from the gun on third. He's going to air one out. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Play action, now it's Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And Prescott, his third interception. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Cougar 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Buffalo 18. Ready, ready.
Daniels looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Commanders 35. Cowboys 17.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Sheds off the tackle. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding someone.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's to the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaded Blue. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Cowboys 24. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And they'll go on the ground. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down and inside the 40. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, they go with Krosky-Merritt. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Look at that team. Seven Pirates. Ready.
Now Daniels. And incomplete on the deep ball. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 Eagles.
To throw is Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This is real simple. When you're in 5 wide receiver formation, you don't have a lot of time to dilly-dally back there. You've got to get the ball out and with some dispatch because a lot of the aggressive defensive teams in the league, they see 5 wide receiver sets, they're automatically bringing pressure.
Now they brought the pressure. He held on to it a little too long. Winds up getting hit as he releases it. The Commander's going to bring out the field goal unit. And his kick here is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
A About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they're trying to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Prescott. Drops it to Blue, complete. So no gain on the play. And it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a handoff to Blue running left side. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Brings up third down and 12.
Here's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
We'll go 47. Then we're going to 53. Under. Let's go kill.
To throw is Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Panther 11. Ready?
And they go play action. Daniels. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Jerron Bland on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 15-yard line.
Second and 5.
Let's go. 19 Tiger.
Give now to Bill. This is Krosky-Merritt. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 4-yard line.
19 Lions. Ready.
Off the play fake. Daniels to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and can you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Ready, ready.
And it's caught. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
24.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Prescott. That's taken in by Kraft. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On first down, it's Blue. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's to Kraft, the tight end. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
47. Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, 47.
Now Prescott. He'll try to pick it up himself. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
4 yards. That's another Cowboys.
Now Dak is going to mix it up.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Dallas.
47.
Prescott from the gun. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That's good.
23 yards on the play.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end.
Jaden Blue, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Aubrey good with the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Commanders 45. Cowboys 31. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Daniels. And quick throw here, that's complete. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. On 4th down, here's Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Street. Ready.
To the air goes Daniels. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Ready. 60 back.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Here we go. Hey, kill kick. Then we're going to 53. Hey, 47. Here we go, 46. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game.
Cowboys 39. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Things sure were looking good for him at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you got to match the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead.
Here's 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Washington.
A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the
I'd sure love to offer some
37-yard
advice to the
line.
defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
On the set.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw. Daniels. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They begin with a carry for Blue. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
Back at the 18-yard line.
Everybody go to 54. Go to 54. Why? Here we go, 47. Then we're going to 53. Here we go, Kim.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Prescott now. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
3 plays.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
That's complete to Lamb. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Prescott.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Street!
Up the middle they go. Goodson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he will have a Commanders first down, and that should just about do it.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout.
At the 42.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Craft all 80.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Washington,
they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.